she's ready to play for the Gators.
Which is huge news. She rolled her ankle early on in preseason and then unfortunately rolled it again. She's been in crutches and a boot, but no more. She's ready to play, and Mary Wise said this best: a healthy Lauren Forte is one of the best offensive players in the country. Her numbers from last season prove that. So definitely a big lift getting her back out on this court. Let's be interested and watch to see if she has any rust that she's got to work through, because we didn't see her in the previous 4 matches.
Yeah, we did watch her during warm-up, and she looked like she went through the full warm-up. First point goes to Georgia as the Bulldogs start out on the right foot on their home floor. So one of the matchups to watch on the other side of the net from each other is the center matchup, because here is the freshman center for Georgia, Clara Brower, of course. Florida is led by the senior Marley Monserrat, one of the very best in the SEC. And here is Monserrat with the early set and the assist and the point for Florida. There, Hall will go back to serve. Hall, another one of those players who's been battling injury. She has a hip injury that she's been trying to play through all season long. Doing whatever it takes here for this Florida team. She's played all over the court as well. That one will drop in. Point for Florida, their first lead of the first set.
I'm such a huge fan of Thayer Hall, not just because of what she brings to the court, but because of the resiliency. She has dealt with her fair share of injuries throughout her 4-year career at Florida. She's being held together by glue and tape and anything sticky at this point, just to be out on this court with her teammates to help them win. I love the resiliency she shows.
That one's in, point for Florida. Sometimes you get to the end of your college career, and Thayer Hall's a grad student. You use up a lot of glue and tape and wire and
you feel it.
line and whatever you can just to get to the finish line of your college career. And that's what's happening for her right now.
As a freshman, you're all springy. You jump out of bed, ready for workouts, ready to get to practice. As a senior, you're pretty slow to hit that snooze button and that alarm to get up and go, just because your body certainly feels it.
Quick set and a kill in the middle. Sage Navis puts it away for Georgia.
It's a really nice run by Georgia. Great pass up to Clara Brower, who runs that quick 3-set, a 31. It's a gap set where Clara Brower pushes Navis a couple feet away from her. It's a 1-tempo set right above the net. Navis gets on it quick. She's a great offensive power for this Georgia team up front.
Coming off one of her better matches of the year, the 5-setter against South Carolina had a season-high 11 kills. Georgia can't get to that one, and it's a point for the Gators. And here comes Forte into the match. So what are some of the things you'll be watching with Lauren Forte here, Katie? Because Mary Wise told us she was in a walking boot this week and was on crutches prior to that. So what are some of the things that you'll keep your eye on what she's able to do?
I'm going to watch her across the net as a blocker. Is her side-to-side getting out to close hindered by any means because of that ankle? I'm also going to watch her jumping ability on the middle when she's attacking. Is she getting as high in the air, or is she trying to work through a little bit of pain? There's definitely going to be some rust for her. And some issues with game shape, right? You haven't played in a live match. You haven't gone through these points in quite some time. Anybody has to, no matter the position, has to work through that rust. So I'll be interested just to see the movement and mobility of that ankle.
The set and the kill, and contact with the net will give the point to Georgia.
Great kill by Tiara Caesar. Gets up really, really high, goes high line over top of that block. Kayla Rivera actually fell down. Wonder if there was some contact below the net right on that line. Hopefully she's okay.
Set to Forte. Block back, and there's the block for Florida. That's something that we have looked at for Florida through the years. Such a good blocking team. It really hasn't been there this year, maybe because they haven't been at full strength.
Without a doubt, but this is a great close. Forte's not quite there with her body, but if you see, she's got such long arms, great reach. She closes to reach in, gets the block.
Point goes to Georgia, even it up at 5. Claire Rothenberger will head back to serve. She was the libero last year for Georgia. Georgia will rotate their DSs in quite a bit here, playing in the 5-1. Set for Caesar, goes with the soft touch, but Georgia's there defensively. Monserrat tried to send it over. That's off the hands of Hall. Point for Georgia, and the Bulldogs are back in front.
Awoleye, a really nice job going behind off of 1 foot on this slide here. Great set by Brower. Gets it all the way out, if you notice, close to that pin. So she's got the line if she wants to take it, but she cuts it back cross court with some nice heat on it for the kill.
Good swing from Merritt Beeson, the freshman out of Gardendale, Alabama.
6'3" coming at you out of the back row. Puts a lot of power on it. Mary White says what makes her unique, yes, she's 6'3", she's got some height on her, but it's where she contacts the ball in the air. It is so high, and when you're contacting high at the net or even from the back row like we just saw, it makes it really hard to defend and read the angles coming off of that hand.
Freshman averaging a little better than 2 kills a set for Florida. The set by Monserrat, and the kill for the Gators.
And that's a nice job by Monserrat, just getting Lauren Forte involved, saying, hey, I'm gonna set you a couple times, let's see where you're at, let's get you comfortable and let's get you confident. Right there, they mistimed it a little bit. Forte didn't get her full hand on it. It's almost like she tipped it and rolled it through. But hey, it works. Take the points where you can get them. I love it. Way to stick in there, Caesar.
Off of Hall, out of play, point for Georgia.
Nice job by Casey Evans going up there and getting that cross-court shot. First off, here's the line shot. Caesar just sticking in there. Chesting the ball up in the air. But that time, Casey Evans gets the kill, cross-court shot to 4.
That was a rude welcome back to Athens after playing 2 seasons with Georgia to take one off the chin like that. Oh, big swing from Thayer Hall, who's pumped up after getting the kill for the Gators.
And that was a beautiful set by Monserrat. She's not quite turned to get her hips facing where she's setting the ball. She keeps her hips actually parallel to that back line. Look, and then she twists through it to send that ball all the way out. Beautiful set, in tempo, allows Thayer Hall to get up on it.
Already 6 assists for Monserrat, now 2 shy of 3,000 in her Florida career. Looks for another one here, and will get it.
It's a nice job again by Monserrat, just distributing the ball, getting everybody involved. She's up front, which means she's got another attacking option in that back row in Tiara Caesar.
Stivrins with the kill for Georgia.
And this is a great job by Brower. She sets up the outside to Stivrins. Watch this, only 1 block. Monserrat's on an island. Stivrins has got that whole court, that whole cone to be up and go up and hammer. Great job by Brower and Awoleye by sticking those middles, keeping that middle blocker with them, recognizing where the middle blocker went. She went outside, gets her that one-on-one.
Awoleye with the serve, and the kill for Hall.
Nice job by Thayer Hall recognizing who's in front of her. Clara Brower's running a 5-1 for Georgia. Great freshman setter, it's got so much upside, also 5'9" though, so a little undersized when it comes to blocking. Thayer Hall certainly in tune, recognizing that fact.
That was assist number 8 for Monserrat, giving her 3,000 in her Florida career. 7th all-time to reach the 3,000 assist mark, and she wasted no time to get to that milestone here in this first set. She has been a big part, as she always is, of the Florida attack.
She's the point guard, she's the quarterback, the composer, she's the one that runs the show and decides who gets to hit when. She does such a great job distributing this ball and getting everybody involved because she's got so many weapons on this Florida team.
Navas has it set back. Stivrins. Good play by McKissick to get there. Good hustle by Georgia to keep it alive. Good defense from both teams, and in the end, it's the defense of Lauren Dooley with the block at the net to get the point for Florida.
So tough here. You got someone who's 6'6". You got Merritt Beeson on the right side pin, who's 6'3". This is a wall that you got to go through. Unfortunately for Stivrins, set was a little tight there, nowhere to go.
Good serve, good recovery for Georgia. Another dig for McKissick, another set for Monserrat. Pancake save, good hustle by Georgia. That was Rothenberger getting in there. Can't handle this one though, and it's out of play. And Florida has stretched its lead out to 5.
Somebody get the Aunt Jemima. Get it out of the cupboard. Get it out of the pantry, Eric.
Come on, Katie George. You are not a real maple syrup person. I am so disappointed.
I am not from the Northeast, buddy.
Georgia.
I'm from the South. Come on.
Good run here for Florida. 4-0 scoring run for Mary Wise's team. 31st season now. 986 career wins, 905 at Florida. So closing in on 1,000, she would become the first female Division I head coach to reach 1,000 wins.
Incredible.
I think she's pretty happy right now with how her team has responded here on the road after losing their last time out. Georgia also lost their last time out. Both teams coming off 5-set losses where the coaches, Katie, thought they saw some good things, but sustaining that and trying to put matches away has been the issue.
Yeah, especially for Tom Black's group, who trends on the younger side, right? They've played really well to start off matches, usually in sets 1 and 2. And when things run long, they sometimes struggle. And he says that consistency, that mental toughness, great swing there by Amber Stivrins. He said that mental toughness and consistency to last in matches is something that he wants to see his team work on. And he says, that's on me to push them in that regard in practices, because we need to be able to finish some of these matches.
Good early signs for Stivrins, who has a couple of kills. She also does have a couple of errors. She struggled the last 2 matches, and I think Tom Black was kind of targeting Amber Stivrins as someone who needed to up her game here today in her second season with Georgia. Had 6 kills, hit 211 against South Carolina in that 5-set loss. That was a week ago, Wednesday in their SEC opener, so that was one area where Tom Black felt good as Florida gets the point. They had a full week here to practice
prepare
and try to get ready for Florida.
Yeah, which is huge. I mean, usually speaking, you don't get a full week off in between, so that was helpful for his team to kind of find that rhythm, right, and regain confidence in each other and who's going to be in that lineup, because like we mentioned at the top of the show, they dealt with their fair share of COVID issues to start the season, so they didn't know who was going to be available when. So now he feels like they're finally starting to settle into an actual lineup that they can use throughout conference play.
Now, right now, Florida is in control on top 16-9 here in the first set. And you can see the swings now for Florida adding up in a positive way, hitting at 526 here in this first set. And the defense has been pretty good for the Gators as well. That one's going to be long. There was a little look up from Kayla Rivera that it was touched, but really not close. So Georgia will use their second timeout, now down by 8, which means it's time for KG's keys. So let's start with Georgia's keys to the match here, Katie.
Well, this is fitting because number 1 on the list is limit the unforced errors, and right now they've already got 5 errors, which is 5 free points for Florida. You know, a week ago in that South Carolina match in that 5th set, they had 4 kills and 8 unforced errors. That's a killer. So Georgia needs to take care of the ball, manage situations. Then they also need to force Florida out of system, and that's by serving extremely tough, getting Marley Monserrat on the run so she can't set her team offensively and efficiently. And then 3, they need to finish strong. We were just having the conversation. You know, they get into these matches that sometimes go to 4 and 5 sets, but they don't have the mental wherewithal to be able to weather the storm and the competitive nature of it. And so they don't finish strong. Tom Black really wants to see this team make a step there. And then when you flip it over to Florida, they need to continue to serve aggressively. They've done a really nice job of that this far. They're forcing Georgia out of system. An out-of-system ball is when you see Clara Brower make a run for the pass, or she drops down to her platform and she has to set with her platform. That's an out-of-system ball. Really makes it hard for the hitter then in turn to terminate. Secondly, Mary Wise says we need to block more balls. At the net, we've already seen a couple from this team. Lauren Dooley obviously in on the action. Lauren Forte in her return has gotten in on the action, so they're already off to a good start there of making a defensive stand at the net. And third, manage the out-of-system game. Mary Wise, I think, said it best. The better you can be at scoring when out of system, when it's not a perfect situation, when you're not put in a perfect scenario by your setter, the further you will advance come December if you can manage and then find a way to ultimately terminate in out-of-system situations.
Hall with the serve. It's a good one.
And so that's a prime example. Sorry, Eric. That's a prime example of serving aggressively, getting Georgia out of system. Clara Brower has to go to that bump set. Not a good situation to put your hitter in. So Georgia really needs to buckle in here from a serve-receive standpoint and start putting that ball right on top of Brower's head.
That one catches the tape, makes it over. Monserrat. Caesar with a lot on it, no stopping that one. Another point for Florida. It's a 5-0 run for the Gators.
It's got so much power, so much pop on that ball. Monserrat puts Caesar up in a good tempo. She goes outside of that hand, forces it deep in the court, so hard to defend.
Another good aggressive serve for Florida, putting Georgia on the defensive. Oh, good swing and a point for Georgia. Much needed from Rivera.
It's a nice job by Rivera going cross court inside the block there. Sending that ball to the off blocker. Caesar's in a little bit to get the tips over top of the block. McKissick's a step foot inside. Beats her to the sideline.
Caesar with the dig and then got in position to be set for the kill, and another point for Florida. They've doubled up Georgia here in the first set.
That's what makes Caesar such a complete player, Eric. She can pass the ball, which actually gives her a little pop in her step to come up and attack. She's a great blocker. Obviously, you know what she can do at the net to get kills. And then she's got a great serve. I mean, she is top to bottom one of the most complete players in the SEC.
Service error for Florida. Florida's been in control here in the first set. Had an early 4-0 run to force an early Georgia timeout. Georgia has used their second timeout here of this first set, but the Gators have kept the pressure on. Set back and the kill. Point for Georgia. Back-to-back points for the Bulldogs, trying to turn things around.
And Brower needs to continue to use Rivera in this instant, okay? She goes back, great situation, gets her in almost a one-on-one situation, but right now you've got Casey Evans going against Lauren Dooley and Merritt Beeson. That's a huge block. Right now, Rivera's actually got some opportunity. Use her on that right-hand side when you get that pass.
Florida gets the point back. I think that was on the point prior. Bailey Cox, the freshman, who is the hype woman there for Georgia, she was all fired up in everybody's face, trying to get them going.
I love it. I love the passion. I love trying to steal some momentum back here. You might not get out with set one, but get some momentum going that can carry over into set two.
There is the freshman from Newcastle, Indiana. Claire Rothenberger back to serve. And a service error for Georgia. 3 points away from taking set one are the Gators. Caesar back to serve, preseason all-conference selection. So Georgia down by 8 now here in this first set.
And a string of missed serves, Eric. Not supposed to miss your serve after 20.
4 service errors here in this first set for Florida. Casey Evans. Oh, Monserrat, crafty move by the setter to get the point.
And that's an unbelievable pass. It's a little bit tight, but that's actually what you want when you're an active setter. Monserrat's got 2 options here. She can dump back like we just saw, which was very effective, or she could still set either hitter in front of her. Great pass by Caesar, putting her in a position to make that decision.
Double on Georgia, so it is set point for Florida. Trinity Adams back to serve for the set. Door open here for Florida. And it's slammed back down by Dooley. Gators couldn't convert the first opportunity, but Dooley took advantage of the mistake and put it away for set number 1.
Oh boy! Exclamation mark!
That's the analysis you can't buy anywhere, folks. 22nd. They were ranked as high as 5th in the country this season, 6th in the preseason poll, Katie. What's wrong with the Gators? Didn't look like much was wrong in that first set, but they look a little whole and complete compared to what we've seen in the last few weeks.
They really do. And I got to be honest, when I was preparing for this game with you, I looked at the record and I thought 7-5. 7-5, what's going on? Because this is a team, the reason they were ranked so high, returned so many veterans that actually got them on that deep run in the NCAA tournament to a regional finals where they lost to Wisconsin in the round of Final 8. And so I thought to myself, what's going on? Well, obviously, in speaking with Mary Wise, they've had their fair share of injuries. Tonight, you see Lauren Forte back in the lineup after rolling her ankle twice. That's huge. So now you're finally seeing what was the anticipated starting lineup for this Florida Gator team. And at the moment, they're clicking.
First point of the second set goes to Georgia, but then a service error for the Bulldogs gives a point to Florida. Well, you know, when we talk to Mary Wise, you know, we say, well, what's your status? Who's in, who's out? And kind of like she was holding up her phone, showing us on our Zoom call, well, I hope no one knew. No one knew is out or in COVID protocol or waiting for a test result. There's a whistle on the point for Florida because it's been that way. She said they've had 0 practices this year with their projected starting lineup. So that will give you an idea that Florida's kind of been piecing things together here in this opening month plus of the season. And as you pointed out, you get Forte back. That puts Thayer Hall in a position that's probably more comfortable for her, correct?
Absolutely. Thayer Hall is a true outside hitter. That's where she's made her money. Oh my goodness. That's where she's made her money over the last few seasons. But given the fact that they do have a lot of weapons, Thayer had an injury early on in this season to her hip. They actually moved her to the right side, and they brought in Sophia Victoria, who was great for them on the outside pin. So they were moving some things around to kind of hide the injuries, right? Well, now they're back to a normal and comfortable lineup that they know extremely well.
Well, it has not been perfect so far from Florida. It's been very, very good, but 5 service errors so far, and we're early in the second set.
There's some risk and reward when you are a really aggressive serving team, but 5 serving errors in 1 set is a little bit high for any coach's liking.
Monserrat for Caesar, and a point to Florida.
Great job by Caesar, just dropping in that tip. Regardless of the net violation by Georgia, you expect her to take a huge swing in that kind of out-of-system situation. Marley Montserrat does a nice job keeping it in tempo and in system, even though she's on the run. Great job by Caesar, just mixing it up, just dropping in a finesse shot.
Evans pushes it across. Florida couldn't return it, and Georgia is back within 1 in the second set.
That's a nice job by Evans, showing tip, so Montserrat immediately crashes underneath the block. She's running up that sideline. Evans recognizing it, throws it deep right at her. She's not ready to make that play because she's expecting a little tip to roll right over top of the block. Instead, Evans pushes it deep. Heads up play by her.
Yeah, Katie, Evans leading the team so far with those 3 kills and hitting a team best 429, coming off strong performance, double-double, 14 kills, 13 digs against South Carolina.
This is just such a great job between setter and hitter. Montserrat does a nice job getting underneath this ball, sending it really high up in the air so Caesar can really fully extend and go contact that ball at a great height. Gets it over top of that block.
And then Caesar, easy pickings there for her to put Florida in front by 3.
Georgia just needs to settle in terms of serve receive. The balls are coming at him hot here. Control it, put up a good pass for Clara Brower to be able to run this offense.
Maybe take a deep breath like their head coach just did. Forte.
Starts with the pass to cut the bleeding here.
Beeson back to serve. Stivrins has it blocked. Montserrat sets it to Beeson out of the back for the point.
And this is what's tricky about this Florida offense. Montserrat's up front. She's got 2 attackers coming at you out of the back row as well. That makes it tricky. You got 4 attackers coming at you. You don't know who to go with. Mary Weiss's squad up by 5 in set 2. They're rolling.
There's 3 big SEC matchups on ESPN and the app. Number 8, Arkansas, and number 2, Georgia, both 4-0. What a way to get the day started. That's at noon Eastern in Athens. College Game Day crew getting set up at Myers Quad as well. At 6, number 10, Florida at Kentucky. Then number 22, Auburn in Death Valley to take on LSU. What a college football Saturday presented by Marathon on ESPN. And your travel destination this Saturday is where, Katie George?
Baton Rouge, a little game in Death Valley. I'm excited about it. Should be a good one.
So you just had, as out of the timeout, Georgia gets the point. You just had your first trip to the Swamp Saturday. Is this your first trip to Death Valley?
It is.
You are knocking the big ones off the list here early in the season.
I am. I seem to be hitting all the big stops in the SEC. Maybe Athens will be next.
Speaking of hitting, how good has the 1-2 punch of Florida, Caesar, and Beeson been so far? They've combined for 12 kills. And Georgia as a team combined has 10 kills.
For the set, and I know we're just early on into the second set, Florida is hitting 833. Yeah, if you didn't hear me, 833. That's bonkers.
That one is in. Point for Georgia. So back-to-back points for the Bulldogs coming out of the timeout. Awalea, all freshman selection in the SEC last year. That one's off the hands on the swing by Forte and out of play. Point for the Gators.
Nice job by Forte there, recognizing, yes, I got a couple hands in front of me, but she just side swipes it, makes contact, gets that ball outside the court of play.
So for the match, Florida's hitting .568, their second set numbers came down. Oh, there's a good serve from Caesar. They've had their errors with the serve, but nothing wrong with that one. An ace for Tiara Caesar.
I mean, look at the float and the drop here. You think it's coming at you and just sails right over top of the net, the tape, and just drops right in. Unreal serve. Followed by a miss. No. Still, it was a good ace, regardless of the error afterwards.
Here is the freshman, Claire
Sorry,
Brower.
I think that's.
What's that?
I think that's how my dad reacted in the stands when I would miss my serve. No, you have one job.
I was wondering as you develop your analyst style, whose voice you're channeling. Probably is your dad. You would say, Dad, did you see that float serve I had, that beautiful ace? And then he would say, well, what did you follow it up with, Katie?
Yes.
Right?
Which is the more important part of that conversation, the error.
It's all in love.
Absolutely.
That one is blocked back out of play on the swing by Hall, a point for Florida.
It's good to see Thayer Hall back on that left side, kind of in her comfort zone. I mean, she's been great on the right side this season. She's such a selfless player. I'll do whatever you need me to do type. But seeing her on that outside pin, she's so lethal. She does a great job recognizing when hands are in front of her, tooling that block.
Well, they bring in Trinity Adams, who's been good with the serve this season, 5 aces, but that one goes long, and she'll head right back to the sidelines. Stivrins to serve, leading Georgia with 4 kills here in the match. Set for Hall, and Hall puts it away for her 4th kill.
Nice job by Monserrat getting her feet there on the 10-foot line. Some people view that as not a great pass. She's right on that 10-foot line, still pushes that ball in tempo at a fast pace, allows Thayer Hall to get up on it quick.
Tempo and pace is something that we discussed with Mary Wise, that in the way Monserrat sets, that when Florida's at full strength, they can run at a speed that is faster than they had before. That one's off hands and will drop in, and it's a point for Georgia. Maybe Florida had to slow down that tempo as they were trying to get their personnel back, but it feels like they've played at a pretty good pace here today. How would you assess it as the former All-American setter?
They look like they're running fast, and to your point, it hasn't been as fast as Mary Wise likes, but that's because they've been shuffling different hitters in and out. But Monserrat has been that constant factor for this team. She's done a really nice job adjusting to whatever hitters are in the game with her throughout this start of the season. So if they need something different, if they need the ball higher or slower, because it's not Lauren Forte out there, or it's not Lauren Dooley or Tiara Caesar, she's been able to give them what they need to find success. But now she's got the teammates that she made an Elite 8 run with. So she knows how fast they like it and how they can get up on it quick, which makes them really hard to defend.
Already recipient of 2 Setter of the Week awards in the SEC. The Gators are up by 5 here in the second. Off the hands on the swing by Evans, point for Georgia.
Really nice job there by Evans. Getting on that ball, pushing it through that block with a lot of heat and a lot of power. Great set by Clara Brower. She goes right over top of Lauren Dooley's hands, gets those fingertips to put it deep into that court, makes it hard to get behind to pass up.
Claire Rothenberger back to serve for Georgia. Rothenberger with the dig. And then Caesar with the point for Florida.
Good recognition there by Caesar, just recognizing, hey, It's a couple feet off the net. It's not really tight. I can't go up and attack and swing at this one. So she backs off, times it right, gets 2 hands on it, and throws that ball cross court.
McKissick with the serve. Free ball. Good block again, and Florida has a huge edge at the net. 5 blocks for the Gators, none for Georgia so far in this match.
It's a bit unfortunate here for Casey Evans. She's transitioning, she's caught inside, but that set is too tight, so it's like she's in a closet here. Nowhere to go. Forte seals that net, gets the block.
Awalea can't get it over, and Florida has stretched it out to a 17-10 lead here in the second set, and Georgia will have to use their second and final timeout here of set number 2.
And that's unfortunate because they finally had that great pass that they needed right on top of Clara Brower's head, Eric, and unfortunately Phoebe just can't get on it to capitalize.
Lost to 2 pretty good teams, and the Lady Vols host Auburn tonight.
And those 2 teams that they lost to are going to go on and do great things within their conferences. That's only going to help Tennessee's RPI as we get closer to the NCAA tournament. That's massive.
No question. Forte sent it over, had it dug out. They try it for Beeson, who drops it in perfectly. The freshman, you talked about her very high contact point. Well, she hung in the air for a moment for this one, it would appear.
But I love the fact that she's so high and she doesn't feel the need to always attack with power, that she mixes in and drops in these tips. Really keeps the defense on their toes.
That one is called in. The Florida players right away signaled, we want to have this one reviewed. And it'll be up to Mary Wise to decide. I think Mary Wise had the best view in the house, though. She was looking pretty close at that baseline, so. No challenge coming. They'll play on. And our outstanding crew in Athens, scanning things in the tape room, they looked at it and they said it was on the line. So good job by Mary Wise not to challenge that one. Florida gets the point. You know, sometimes if you're a coach too with the challenges, Katie, with the challenges, when your team is rolling like Florida right now, do you want to really use a challenge to try to steal a point? Don't you want to just keep the pressure and the tempo going right now?
I'm so glad you brought that up. It's an excellent point because they are rolling and they're clicking on all cylinders. They're hitting the ball really well. Why stop your own momentum and get your attackers out of rhythm by going to a challenge that's going to take 60 seconds or more?
Beeson with a rare mistake as that one catches the net. In fact, that is her first error of the match to go along with her 7 kills on 9 swings. So a reminder on the challenge rule 2, it has changed because you begin the match with 2 challenges. If the call's reversed, you keep that challenge. If you lose the challenge, then you're down to 1. And then if you use that one, you lose that one. You understand, unless you get to the 5th set and they'll add 1. You can never have more than 2 in that 5th set. Well, Monserrat did that before, and if they're going to leave her that spot, she'll do it again to get the point.
That was a nice job by Monserrat. In this moment, Georgia had gotten 2 points. You know what, let's just get the momentum back. Let's settle in. I'm going to bail my offense out after an error. Pass allows for it. Monserrat does a nice job dropping it in.
2012. Novice. Well, Caesar has thrown her body around here in a return to Athens tonight. Played very well, as she normally does. Stivrins and a block at the net. There's Forte.
Great defense from both sides. Caesar gets a good dig to keep that ball alive. Stivrins is off the net here. Unfortunately, she takes this ball low, right over top of the tape. Makes it for an easy block for Lauren Forte. When you're that far off the net at the 10-foot line, going a little bit higher than that big block is important.
Overpass, and the whistle goes against Georgia. Net violation, so a point for Florida. They're closing in on a set 2 win. Well, you know, the block numbers haven't been great as you look at the last play and a little contact with the net there from Georgia. You know, there's a couple of reasons. One, we've talked about not having the full roster. They're 51st in blocks in the NCAA this year. They were 12th last year. Now, losing the All-American Holly Carlton will contribute to the block not maybe being as effective as it was last year, but it's looked pretty darn good here tonight.
It has. Mary said to us, we need to block more balls. And I said, well, you don't have the luxury of Holly Carlton on the right side. She's 6'6". She's a natural blocker, somebody who just gets it, right? Like, not everybody's a natural blocker. It's something that you have to work really hard at, but she naturally understood it, could read the set and the trajectory. Well, they don't have Holly Carlton anymore, so they're trying to bring along Merritt Beeson, the 6'3" freshman, who's done a nice job for them so far, but as a collective group, Mary Wise wants to see her team block more from a defensive standpoint. They're getting it done tonight.
So the point goes to Georgia. And as Katie mentions very often, when you're down this much in a set, you're trying to find a few things to build on for the next set. Try to build a little momentum. You may not win this set, but you got to come up with some positive plays to try to carry over into set number 3.
A big swing, maybe a big block, or just a couple of points you string together just to make Florida think about it. Don't make it easy for them to get out of this set.
Good save by Caesar on the dig. McKissick gets after it. And Stivrins gets the point, beating the block of Florida.
And I love that approach by Stivrins. She comes all the way in and gets on it. You know, she just had the air where she gets blocked, right? She comes back and swings just as tough, gets it through this block here, right through that seam that's left open by Forte. Great job by Stivrins.
Three points in a row for Georgia.
This is what I'm talking about. Just string together a couple points, make them have a conversation just like that. They have to stand there for a couple seconds longer and say, hey, 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 let's settle down, let's calm down and regain control here. Just make them think about it.
Brower serves. McKissick. 4 straight points for Georgia. Mary Wise wants to take a timeout to talk things over. So a reminder, coming up Saturday, the big SEC matchups on ESPN and the app, starting with Georgia and Arkansas. The Bulldogs ranked 2nd.
Her play needs to continue if they're going to come back in this set in particular or try to force extra sets here tonight.
A little bit of a run here, and Clara Brower, the freshman, on the service run. They set Hall. Chance here for Georgia to extend the run with Stivrins. But it's a point for Florida. Set point Gators.
Still, that 4-point run, though, is good momentum that you can cling to when you go into the 3rd set here. Try to fight for a couple more points.
Here's Trinity Adams. Remember, last time she came on the serve, it was a service error, so she's had a little while to think about that. And she comes up with a good serve here for Florida to try to put away set number 2, but Georgia hanging in there with the point.
Nice job by Rivera on that one rotation where she swings on the outside pin before going over. She gets it done. That's a good in-tempo set by Clara Brower. Makes it hard for the block to set up in front and get there in time.
Stivrins for the set, and it's set 2 to Florida. Thayer Hall gets the kill. Florida convincing so far on the road. 2 sets to none.
Holly Carlton moving on, right? And the loss that is, especially on that right side pin from a blocking standpoint. She said, actually, you know, Merritt has a higher ceiling when it comes to blocking than Holly Carlton did. Holly Carlton's 6'6", by the way, but she said she's got a higher ceiling because Beeson's got really fast feet and she's a quick jumper. So she's already got better skills in terms of natural athletic ability than Carlton. Now, Carlton just obviously understood the role of blocking and had so much experience. She's a fifth-year senior a season ago, so you can't replicate that experience overnight. So Beeson trying to make quick work of it and be somebody who produces for this team, and she's done a nice job of that so far tonight.
Dooley couldn't get that one over, so the first point of the third set goes to Georgia. Set 2, Florida won at 25-17. They hit 343 in that second set. Georgia hit 172. For the match, Florida is hitting 400. Came in averaging 283, second in the SEC. Setting Stivrins. And a point for Georgia. Back-to-back points to start the third set.
Great job by Casey Evans turning this ball down the line. She's got a small gap, but it's a great dig there by the libero. She cuts this ball, catches Marlie Monserrat off guard.
You see the bottom of your screen, Bailey Cox is now wearing the libero jersey, so a change at the libero for Georgia. We talked about Cox earlier, how fired up she was and trying to get her teammates going, so getting a bigger role here in this set. She's fired up again. It's 3-0 Georgia to start the third.
And you love that fiery attitude and emotion that you're seeing from Georgia. Good job by Casey Evans. Covering the block, nice swing by Rivera, catching that outside hand of Beeson for the kill. Tom Black might have said, hey, we need better serve receive to keep us in system, and we need more digs. Let's go with the hot hand in the back row and somebody who has provided a spark off the bench.
Cox couldn't get to that swing. It's a point for Florida, Florida's first point of this set.
Georgia's come out swinging, no pun intended. Punched Florida in the mouth here in the first couple points. Picking up right where they left off with a couple of momentum plays. Yeah, they didn't win sets 1 or sets 2, but they strung together a couple of runs there at the end of set 2 that momentum seems to have carried over.
Oh, Monserrat with the elbow save to keep it in play. And that one drops in. Little miscommunication maybe between Thayer Hall and McKissick as it fell in between them. And it's another point for Georgia.
It's a rare sighting when you see your two veteran players in the backcourt and McKissick and Thayer Hall turn and look at one another. Usually you see both bodies on the floor diving after that one. Nice job by Evans.
Oh, Evans dug it out. That was a big swing from Caesar, too. She'll try again, go with the soft touch, and Evans gets there again, covering a ton of ground. But finally, the point goes to Florida. Great hustle and effort by Georgia, led by Casey Evans. But it's a point for the Gators.
Oh, Rivera, you got to play off block. It's right there. Evans is working her butt off, saving her face there first and foremost. Gets there with the one hand to keep that ball alive there. You just wish that Rivera could have made a play on that block there, coming off of it.
Evans takes a rip, but can't connect, and it's a point for the Gators.
Limit the unforced errors. It's a good swing, goes long just a tad. Can he come back, pass the ball inside out efficiently?
Oh, good job by Cox to save it.
Another free ball. Great run.
And Forte down the middle for the point.
Florida got two options there on free ball situations. Perfect pass. Forte gets up. But it was a defensive play by Georgia to keep that alive. Great job in that backcourt, but Forte gets the final say.
There's Rivera with the swing, the kill for Georgia.
Great back set. Gosh, you see that big old gap. Could drive a semi-truck through it there. Rivera finds it for the kill.
Cox to serve. Oh, Monserrat set it. Forte's timing was off, and it's a point for Georgia.
Either too high of a set there by Monserrat, or Forte went a little bit too soon, so she was on her way down, couldn't quite connect on that ball there. A rarity between those two, but also they haven't played together in 4 matches, so this is the first time that Monserrat's seen Forte out on the court in quite some time.
Or practice together, too. That's right. So trying to get back up to speed, get on the same page. Rivera gets the point for Georgia. After Florida came back to tie it at 4, Georgia's run off 3 in a row again to go on top by 3.
Great job by Rivera, just throwing that ball off that outside hand and swiping it so it goes outside the court to tool the block. Here's the deal. Georgia's not going to go down quietly. This was never going to be an easy set for Florida. I don't know if Florida got complacent mentally coming out of that huddle in between sets where they thought, we've got 2 on them. They're just going to give up. They're not going to fight. No sirree. Great block by Awoleye there. Georgia's in this thing.
Well, the wake-up call has been delivered. Georgia has their largest lead of the match, forcing a Florida timeout. Bulldogs trying to fight back at home. All right, Georgia's ready to go. They feel some momentum for the first time in this match, Katie George, so they're hustled out in the court. They got Bailey Cox ready to serve. She's been a bit of the fire for this team, putting on the Libero jersey here in the 3rd set.
Yeah, she's added extra juice, especially emotionally, for this team. She's been a spark ever since Tom Black made the change in between sets 2 and 3.
Evans can't connect. Point for Florida out of the Gators timeout. Well, Tom Black's very high on his Libero and DSs with Mallory Downing and Claire Rothenberger and Bailey Cox playing a big role here tonight. Back-to-back points for the Gators.
It's a nice serve by Beeson, just catches Georgia's serve receive, stagnant, drops it in right in front of her. Can't quite make the play there. Shanks it out of bounds. Ooh.
Florida rolling now out of the timeout. So you talked about a wake-up call. Well, Georgia was playing well, but that timeout, Mary Wise probably turned the alarm bells up a little bit louder just to let her team know that Georgia wasn't going to lay down here in the 3rd.
Free ball.
Point for Caesar and Florida.
I've been impressed with Merritt Beeson. She gets it done on the right side pin, attacking. She's obviously a force when she's blocking at 6'3". She makes digs with that tall stature, and then she's also a heck of a server. We just saw 2 aces in a row from her. She's got Florida back in this game.
Forcing Georgia to take a timeout to try to slow down the Florida momentum. Here's this Saturday's college football tripleheader on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Tennessee is in Columbia to kick things off against Mizzou. That's at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Then South Carolina hosts Troy. And then at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, number 15 Texas A&M takes on Mississippi State in our SEC Saturday night matchup. That's this Saturday on SEC Network. Florida up 2-0 here, playing the 3rd set, even at 8 against Georgia. We take a look at some of the SEC storylines. 3 teams ranked in the top 25. Florida sliding down to number 22 after losing to Mississippi State. You see that bottom line, their first win against Florida in the Bulldogs program history. They had gone 0-53 until knocking off the Gators last week. And Ole Miss, as we mentioned before, the only remaining unbeaten team in the SEC, but taking on 6th-ranked Kentucky tonight. You can check that out on SECN Plus. Kentucky taking the first 2 sets over undefeated Ole Miss. So Georgia was looking good here in this 3rd set, Katie, and Florida has rattled off 4 straight points to tie it up at 8.
It was interesting. Mary Weiss called a timeout. Evans hits one a little bit long. Merritt Beeson goes back to serve, and she's got him back tied up.
Beeson comes flying in to try to save it, and it's a point for Georgia. Thayer Hall's been battling a hip injury. We mentioned before Lauren Forte. There's Lauren Forte pointing out where the wet spots are on the court, because Katie mentioned before she's battled ankle problems this year, and one of the ankle injuries was caused by a wet spot right on the floor. So she is now an expert on condensation and cleanup on the floor.
Yeah, and it's inevitable, right? I mean, you're sweaty, you're working hard, you're sweating your butt off. The minute you hit the floor diving after a ball, well, you leave some sweat behind. So good job by Florida, acting as the maintenance crew as well this match.
Well, it's a defense
great coverage
after their injuries. Evans gets the point.
Nice swing by Evans there. Great job by Ellie McKissick, just keeping that ball alive for Florida out of coverage there, just getting a hand on it. But Evans gets the exclamation point with the kill.
Caesar with the rip, but George is there defensively.
Free ball.
Oh, Evans a little bit off the mark, and Florida will get the point. Georgia is hanging in there, though, defensively, Katie, on a lot of these points in the third set.
Really picked it up from a defensive standpoint. At the net, blocking some balls, just getting some touches to slow things down. But also in the backcourt, defense is moving really well, reading situations, giving hitters more opportunities to swing.
Georgia on top by 2 here in the 3rd.
Another swing by Evans there. That makes 8 kills for her. Now she goes back to the service line, trying to get something going here, string together a run.
Evans, one of the vocal leaders of this Georgia team. She's been joined certainly tonight by Bailey Cox. Good serve by Evans. Montserrat to Hall. Stivrins gets the kill. Well, the hitting numbers telling the story here in this 3rd set. Florida is at 0-5-0 here in the 3rd, and Georgia is hitting at 368. Been a big turnaround from the first 2 sets.
Florida was extremely efficient in sets 1 and 2. Now you're seeing Georgia be the efficient team, also taking care of the ball.
Forte gets involved with the kill.
Great run by Florida. Good pass, which means Marley Montserrat's got all options. She runs Lauren Forte on that quick tempo 1 set right out of the middle. It's so hard to defend because she can cut it back to both sides of the court. Really nice job by Forte.
And there you see set by set, not even close the first 2 sets, and at the moment not close in the 3rd, but it's been turned around in Georgia's favor. And there's the block. Dooley there for Florida.
Quick way to get back in a match is start blocking balls, because they are unbelievable momentum plays. Dooley, nice job recognizing she's going behind. Gets there at the last second. Connects with Thayer Hall to close out that block. They're out blocking Georgia by 6 right now.
Give Hall credit with that assist on the block.
incredible
hustle
rundown.
play. That's Caesar laying out again. And then Florida, again, we've seen it a couple times where there's been that split second where players have looked at each other, and if you take that split second to look at your teammate, it's too late.
Okay, so great job by Caesar. She's done her job. If you're Beeson, you just want to throw this ball up into the middle of the court, not really far back, right? So put that ball towards the 10-foot line. I'm not saying by any means it's Beeson's fault, but Trinity Adams, as well as Thayer Hall, you got to communicate in that moment and get that ball over. Your girlfriend just worked her butt off to keep it alive.
Hall. Montserrat will try Hall again. And Hall gets the kill this time.
Great job by Hall, staying patient. She didn't get the kill early on in this point. Stays patient, waits for a good set. Cuts this ball inside Novice's hands, deep into the court.
Montserrat back to serve. And a service error that has been an issue for the Gators. That's their 8th service error of this match. Hans back to serve. Oh, didn't look like Florida was going to get much out of that, but they end up getting a point out of it.
Crafty shot by Thayer Hall. Recognizes, hey, set's not there. I can't go up and bang, so you know what? I'm just going to take some off of it, roll shot this. But it was the placement. The placement going cross court right on that line made it difficult to defend.
Set back for Stivrins. Good defense from Florida. Answered back by Georgia. Montserrat back for Beeson. That one's long. A little bit of a look here, and Mary Wise does have the challenge card. And the question is, was there a touch here? So they will review it.
No touch was called on the initial play. Point went to Georgia. The ball was said to be out. But as soon as Beeson made contact on that swing, they all turned because they thought that they heard or saw a touch. It'll be interesting to see what the replays show.
Sage Novice, number 4. Did she get a piece of it going by? Does not appear so from the replays so far, but again, this is the hardest thing to really judge and determine, right?
Yeah, it's that left hand. Does she clip fingertips there?
It looks like it's above it there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think there's like probably 2 inches in between the hand and the ball. Made for a quick review.
Point Georgia. So Florida's challenge is unsuccessful. That will leave the Gators with 1 challenge for this set. If we go to a 4th set, they'll still have that 1 challenge. If we get to a 5th set, they'll have an added challenge.
Great dig.
What was great about that dig, too, is Stivrins just looked so calm and collected.
She did, unfazed. It was a great dig, and here's the deal. It was actually a really tight set. It wasn't the best set by Brower. She actually pushes it, sorry, Delaney Hans, she pushes it tight to the net. But Evans recognizes the situation, and she just throws it through and finds those hands to tool. Great job by Evans.
Stivrins, good serve, goes short on it. Caesar tried to come up and get it. And Georgia is up by 4 here in the 3rd set. Florida facing adversity for the first time in this match. Right from the very start of this 3rd set, they fell behind 3-0. Went on a 4-0 run after falling behind by 4 to tie it at 8, but Georgia has stretched it back out to a 4-point lead.
Be interesting to see how Florida responds, right? Backs against the wall just a little bit to a degree here, down by 4. Can you settle in, side out, and get back to that efficient attacking that we saw in the first 2 sets?
Serve's been good for Georgia tonight, keeping them in it. And that's Caesar at the net off of Georgia to give a point to Florida.
That's a nice job by Thayer Hall, recognizing, hey, not a great pass. Rather than making Monserrat work really hard to swing around and try to set up this ball, I'm just going to stick in it, set up my counterpart, Tiara Caesar, who gets the kill.
Service error number 9 for Florida.
You know, you got to hand it to Georgia. They're putting together strings of points, but the minute Florida sides out, they're not helping themselves by any means because they go back to the service line and they air long.
Haley Cox. Caesar. Deflected, out of play, point Florida.
It's a nice job by Caesar, contacting that ball high in the air, but finding the fingertips of Kayla Rivera in that block.
Team high 11 kills for Caesar. You want to handle that one?
Take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. However that saying goes, you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
The saying is 1 step up and 2 steps back, but
okay, I just added a couple.
Understood completely, yeah.
I was just trying to be dramatic
like
about it.
You were just magnifying it. Sure, that's what you do. That's fine.
Okay. All right, so we're on
the
same
go
page.
big. You go big.
Exactly.
You're working from home and you go big. So you don't go home. You're already there. Monserrat, Caesar, block back, and Georgia, who's been dominated on the blocks by Florida tonight, gets one at a key moment to get to 20.
Great job by Phoebe Awole. You see Evans pushing her. She recognizes, hey, this ball's going to the outside pin. She pushes Awole out. Great setup by Georgia's pin hitters there. Awole gets a roof at a much-needed time.
So timeout is called with Georgia on top. Amber Stivrins, 9 kills, sharing the team lead with Casey Evans.
She's really come on strong, particularly in this 3rd set. She's done a nice job, obviously managing the perfect in-system sets, but she's also done a good job out of system. Just picking balls, put them in play, still finding success, still being able to terminate, which is something that Tom Black has said that they've really worked on that with Stivrins. You know, they just want to see more consistency out of her. When Georgia knocked off Florida a season ago, she ended up with 16 kills. She had a big-time performance on that pin. They need another big-time performance, and they're getting it so far from Amber Stivrins right now if they want to force this to a 4th set.
Now, Tom Black used the term when talking about his team, they've been fighting like crazy. We have seen that fight here in the 3rd set. The question is, can they sustain it and pick up this set and send it to a 4th? It starts with the serve by Brower. And the block unsuccessful. The point goes to Florida.
Nice job by Forte there. Good defensive stand. Now here's the question. We've seen them side out, but can you put the serve in play and go on a run?
Caesar got the serve in play, and then Caesar got the kill for Florida.
I love the run by Monserrat. She's up front, which means she's got 2 attackers as well in the backcourt. She goes with the hot hand. She knows she can rely on Tiara Caesar out of that backcourt. Puts her in a good tempo. She goes up and gets the bang.
What a point! Won by Florida.
That was an unreal sequence. I mean, Lauren Forte is just putting up hands, blocking balls left and right, thinking she's won the point. But both teams continue to hang in. Thayer Hall goes up and gets that cross-court shot to end it. Great back and forth rally.
Good service run here by Caesar. And it continues. Another point for Florida.
Nice job by Monserrat being active at the net, recognizing that that was almost an overpass, but Caesar puts her in a position to be able to do that because she drops in that really tough serve.
An ace for Caesar. 5-0 run for Florida, tied at 20.
And here's what's tricky about this serve, right? It just drops and it dies on you. So you want to be able to come up, almost like choking up on the bat, right? You want to be able to come up into the court so that doesn't happen. But the problem with Caesar's serve is she can also catch you high at your shoulders. So if you cheat upwards thinking it's going to fall short, she'll catch you high deep in the court, and that's definitely not what you want to be able to see happen.
Caesar got a hand on it, couldn't save it, and her service run ends, but it was an effective one, a timely one, because Florida has been struggling getting their serve in. Caesar kept it in and got Florida back in it here in the third.
She definitely did, but great response there by Georgia. They allowed Florida to go on a run. They finally get a really good pass on top of the setter's head. Meg Fromming comes in and does a nice job behind, gets that slide kill.
Monserrat to Hall, had to reset her feet. Stivrins. Back for Caesar. Great job by Evans, and look at flying into the stands is Bailey Cox. And she's making sure everyone's all right. Bailey, are you okay?
Great hustle by Cox, pursuing that ball. Great set, too, as well by Marlee Monserrat. Watch this here. She's pulled forward, running forward, running forward. She jacks the ball back to Caesar, who gets a nice swing. Evans just can't quite get that hip around. But a heck of a hustle play.
One hurdle, then up on the table, and then over and hitting. I mean, she hit hard. And she came up smiling. Service error from Florida. Point, Georgia. Yeah, now like, oh yeah, I think I hit this right here pretty hard.
She's gonna wake up tomorrow with a bruise, be a little sore, and walk around gingerly, remember that big dive.
She strikes me as someone who will be, do you want to see my bruise from last night? Did you see that on ESPN? That was amazing, wasn't it? The swing, that's long. Georgia 2 points away from taking set number 3.
And I like that run from Florida. It's a good call, just a little bit under set there, so Dooley couldn't get up on top of it. Instead, she pushes that ball, and that's why it goes a foot or two long.
Awalea. Ball. Georgia got hands on it, but it drops onto the floor, giving the point to Florida.
Nice job by Hall. Having the muscle to be able to get that ball through the block, tooling it to zone 4. They're coming
Cox
off of a miss serve.
On the floor. Yep, sorry, Katie.
Nope, just coming off of a miss serve by Trinity Adams here.
Good serve by Monserrat. Came up high on McKissick. She kept it alive. Hall. Hall again. Georgia can't get this one, and Florida with back-to-back points has tied it at 23.
And that's what Mary Wise is talking about. Can you terminate and score points when you're not in a perfect situation? Thayer Hall is trying to transition. She doesn't have a lot of time to get all the way out. So she comes back. Look, she's working, she's working, she's working. She jumps a little bit too soon, so she's on her way down here, but she just chop shots this back to the line, catches number 12, Brower, out of position and off guard, and gets the kill. That's a great job of managing the situation, but also being able to terminate because you've got such good range.
Timeout called by Georgia. to try to slow things down here, tied at 23 in the third. A reminder, tomorrow, Game 2 in the best-of-5 WNBA playoff semifinals. Top seed Connecticut hosting the Sky at 8 Eastern. Then it's the Mercury taking on the Aces. Both games are on ESPN2 and the ESPN app. One app, one tap. So you've got the veteran Monserrat serving for Florida. It starts with getting that serve in. That's how they made their comeback here in this third set, by Caesar's service run. Can Monserrat get it in, and then what can Georgia do with it? Evans trying to calm down her teammates a little bit. Florida coming out, fired up, ready for Monserrat's serve. (23-23). First set, all Florida, 25-14. Second set, all Florida, 25-17. Georgia led 20-15 here in this third set before Florida went on a run. Monserrat ready. Good serve. Real good serve. It's an ace, and it is match point for Florida.
It's unfortunate for Stivrins there. She's right there, but that ball floats just a little bit outside of her body. Rather than taking an extra step to cut it off and turn it back into the court, her platform goes with the ball for the shank.
Monserrat for the match. Caesar couldn't get it. We'll go extras here in the third.
It's a really great swing, high hands that makes Tiara Caesar have to really reach and run for it. Great job by Stivrins coming back and getting a kill after getting ace. That's really hard to do from a mental standpoint.
Delaney Hans will serve for Georgia. Monserrat. Free ball for Florida. Monserrat with the set again. Good job by Georgia staying alive in this point.
Around the middle.
They go to Beeson, who drops it in beautifully for the point, and Florida has match point number 2.
Great job by Beeson. Dropping that ball in. Just again, keeping that defense on its toes, but Georgia was keeping everything alive on that rally. Really nice job defensively. Can he come back here? Stick this pass, put it right on top of Hans's head. Allow her to give all 3 options an opportunity.
Blocked back, and the Florida Gators have come back from 5 down late in the third to sweep Georgia in Athens.
Beeson with the exclamation point. Another block on her stat line. She finished with 8 kills, hitting 400. Big prime performance